Yeah, Shalom, back again. As you can see, things are getting worse. You know, it's not to scare you, you brethren, you sisters out there, but this is getting worse, okay? And the Most High is amplifying this thing, and you can't prep for this thing. You got certain family members, and you have even Israelites who are in the truth, who seem to think they can prep for the judgment of the Most High. You see, you can't prep for the judgment of the Most High. Okay, let me just read this article. So it says, breaking, troops take to the streets of UK. Okay, this was today. This was an individual who I guess was in town, had took a shot of what we have here is the army. Okay, walking through the patrolling the town within London. Okay, and let's read this short article. Soldiers have taken to the streets of London, cementing previous rumors that the armed forces would be called in for control. See what I'm saying? So in their mind, they know something's going to break out. British soldiers in full battle gear and rifles have been photographed in areas of London such as Clapham, a main hub for British commuters. Military vehicles have also been spotted in their droves on motorways up and down the country, some with a British Red Cross emblem in response to potential worst cases. It comes as schools have been announced as closed as of Friday evening. More to come. Okay, so that was just a person's report on this matter here. You know what I mean? And for you folks that's in these major cities, London and stuff like that, cause see me, I'm up north in England, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but at the same time, the food is scarce. Okay, the food is scarce. You gotta wake up in the morning to get your food. But this thing is coming to a closure. You know what I mean? And like I said before, you can't prep for the Most High. Okay, you can't prep for the Most High. And all you dudes, and see, that's the thing, you Bible thumpers, talking about you Christians and you Israelites, a lot of you guys are full of crap. A lot of you guys been talking over the years. Yeah, 100% truth. We're the elect. We're the way of the Most High. We're the prophets of the Most High. We're the deacons. We're the priests. We're self-proclaimed prophets, apostle masters. You the main ones that are getting nervous in these times. Okay, so we got an article here. Well, I can't click it, because if I click it, it won't allow me to read it because I'm in another country. But let me read this. This just came out today as well. Americans flood into Mexico in search of toilet paper, food, and water. You see what I'm saying? So, but my thing is this. Wasn't they just cussing them? Wasn't they trying to build a wall for them to keep them out? Now they're running into their territories for food and water. Okay? And what they should do, they should block they behind. They should block them and say, look, you can't come through here. Okay? So this thing is heating up. We got Revelations. We got a lot of ground to cover, right? And Revelations 18 is very fitting for the times we are in right now. Okay. Now, if you brothers and sisters out there that's in this faith, you true believers. I'm not talking about you men that are in camps, running around your elders, running around your bishops, running around your deacons. Okay, running around your God, your so-called God-sent comforter. Okay, this doesn't pertain to you. This pertains. Those who's going to be delivered in these last days are the true believers of the Most High, not fake phony believers, not men running around other men, trying to praise other men, trying to seek the approval of other men. The true believers in these last days are going to be upheld. The true believers in these last days are going to be protected. Read Psalms 91, right? The true believers in the Most High, not fakers. See, the Most High ain't dealing with fraudsters and fakers. The Most High is dealing with real, true believers in his faith, okay, who are adhering to the words of the Most High, not men. Okay, we're going to jump into Revelations 18. Very, very powerful, and it's very fitting for the times we are in now. For the times we are in now. And we are in the last days, if you didn't know. So we're going to jump into the first verse. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having a great power, and earth was lightened with his glory. So we're going to read through this quite quick. I don't want to, keep you brothers' time, sisters' time. You understand? I want to kind of run through this, okay? And let's move on. Second verse. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. I mean, what do you see in these times? What do you see within these times? You now see great empires that were once great and mighty crumbling. The Most High done sent a virus, a destructive, stifling virus, okay, to bring destruction to these cities and these towns, okay, near you, okay, and it's evident. We can see it. So Babylon the Great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils. Ain't there devils in these Western societies? Nothing but warlocks and all sorts of evilness. Okay, people worshiping Satan, people committing crime, people doing all kind of wickedness. Reading on. And the hold of every foul spirit. Ain't these spirit people out here foul? Ain't their spirits foul? These are the times we're living in now. And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Con, third verse. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Con, of who's the her? The her is America predominantly, okay, which is Babylon. Okay, that's the great Babylon, okay? The her. The fornication. What's the fornication? The wickedness. Okay, so all these nations have drunken the wine of the wrath of who? America's fornication. Speaking, that's Babylon. Okay, that's the new Egypt. That's the new Rome. That's to be destroyed. That's to be destroyed in these last days. Okay, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. So all these other nations have committed the fornication, have done wickedness. Okay, have done the same practices as Babylon. Okay, read none. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So all of these different merchants coming from the east, all these different merchants coming from Europe, various parts of Europe, all over the world, setting up shop in America or in the Western society structure. They've made a lot of money with their shops, their corner stores. But we're gonna read on. Fourth verse. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. That's the Most High. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. What's the sins? The coronavirus and various other viruses. See, the Most High ain't just going to send the corona. The Most High is going to send various other viruses to this place, to plague this place, okay, to judge this place, okay. So the Most High is telling us to come out of her, not come out of here physically. Because I'm hearing that you got Israelites trying to leave town, trying to go into various parts. Okay, I got a call from a family member. They're saying that they're trying to leave the country, but you can't leave the country because they don't block the flights. So you can't depart. Okay, read none. That ye be not partakers of her sins. So it says to come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. So you're supposed to come out of here spiritually, not physically, but spiritually. And you understand? Don't follow this beast. Don't follow the ways of this wicked westernized society. Okay, follow the Most High. And if you don't follow the Most High, you're gonna be partakers of her sins. Of whose sins? America's sins, the Western society structure sins. Because that's what you see now is the destruction and the plagues. Read on. And that you receive not of her plagues. That's the plagues, the viruses, the corona in particular. That's the main hot one that's coming. Fifth verse. That's here rather. Fifth verse. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. What's her iniquities? What did the Most High remember? What did the Most High see? The Most High saw the police brutality. The Most High saw the enslavement of God's chosen people, the Israelites. Okay, the Most High remembered all of those things. Okay, the Most High remembered Egypt. The Most High remembered all these other nations that rose up against us. So now he's plaguing the whole world. He's plaguing all the nations, but predominantly Esau. Sixth verse. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled to her double. That's the destruction. Seventh verse. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. Didn't she glorify herself? Yeah, we're the great America. We're the great Esau. We're the great Edom. Okay, we're the great nation on the earth. Okay, it's manifest destiny. We took the whole globe. We took everything. Yeah, we're the rulers of the earth. We're the great people of the earth. Okay, you turn on the TV and who do you see? You see Edom ruling. Okay, glorified in themselves. Read none. So much torment and sorrow give her. That's what you see now, right? When you go out there in the streets, what do you see? You see people nervous. You see Edom in particular nervous. Okay, I asked a young lad a question. I said, look, are you guys shutting down? He said, yeah, we gonna shut down because people ain't coming into work. So he looked nervous. I said, man, hey, it's gonna get worse. I told him it's gonna get worse. I said, but you gotta be strong. And guess what? He looked at me like that. You know, and I was laughing because in my mind, I'm praising the Most High. Because the Most High is finally sending them plagues that we've been looking for. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be nervous. And also you got Israelites who are nervous also, who claim they're of the elect, who claim that they're written in the book of life, who claim they have 100% truth, who claim they're the apostles and bishops and priests on the earth. Okay, they're the main ones getting nervous. These Bible thumpers, you so-called Christians out there, you the ones getting nervous like the heathen, because you have no faith and the Most High ain't working with you. Read none. Okay, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and she shall see no sorrow. Come. So that's the mentality of this society. That's the mentality of Edom. In his mind, he believed that he's not going to fall. 8th verse. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Come. Now the plagues have come, right? Death and mourning and famine. See that? So the death and mourning and famine has come. What do you see out there? You see people on the telephone, on the phone, talking to their family members. You know, I overheard a particular woman on the phone talking to a family member, talking about how her daughter is laid up in the bed and she's sick. Okay, so that's the mourning and the death, and everybody's unsure. Okay, when you look at the people out there, guess what? You don't see too much people smiling. Okay, you see, and if you do see them smiling, it's because they drunk, because they trying to escape. Okay, this hell. You understand? And a lot of people believe that they want to believe it's a dream. This is not a dream. This is reality. Okay. So in the morning and famine, read on, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. Come. So the fire has come. The fire, not the literal fire, but the fire in the sense of destruction has come. Okay. The fire is soon to come now. For strong is the Most High, the Lord Yahweh, who judgeth her. Come. So God is the one bringing these plagues. Okay. Esau ain't bringing nothing. People saying, oh, Esau's setting this thing up. No, Esau ain't setting nothing up. The Most High is setting this thing up. 9th verse. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her. Come. So now they're all vexed. All these other nations, okay, are vexed. Read none. When they shall see the smoke of her burning. See that? They're upset now. Because the place where they used to make their riches and money, and where they put their kids through college, so on and so forth, they're vexed. Okay, they're lamenting now. Okay, read none. 10th verse. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Come. 11th verse. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Come. You don't see no one buying their merchandise. Okay, when you go to some of these shops, okay, these little corner shops, ain't no one buying nothing in there. When you look at these shops, these little small shops from these other nations, right? Guess what? They got their heads down. Okay? Ain't no product moving in their shops. Nothing is moving. Okay? Matter of fact, they got to shut the stores down. Okay? That's an order from the government. The government has told everybody, look, you got to shut your shops down because of this so-called virus thing here. Okay? But the Most High has brought the virus. The Most High is shutting everything down. Okay, this is coming to a closure. Okay, 12th verse. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and of iron and marble and cinnamon, come. Okay, and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men and the fruits that thy soul lusteth after departed from thee. Come. So all of these different things that you want, all these different things that people used to buy, and these different dainty things, these goodly things. Okay, your jewelry, your wine, you want to celebrate, you want to drink, you want to bake cakes. Okay, you want to eat, you want to have a banquet. Okay, you want to eat good, live good. The Most High ain't they shutting it down. The slaves, what's the slaves? A worker, an employee is nothing but a slave. Okay, so the slaves now, they ain't got no work. Okay, they ain't got no work. You can't buy no food no more. All these different dainty foods these cakes and stuff, and the meats, the big food, you can't have that no more because the Most High done shut it off. Okay, so we're gonna read on. Let's read 14 again. And the fruits that thy soul lusteth after departed from thee, and all things which were dainty. Okay, 14. We're on 14 anyway. Okay, let's read. Okay, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee. Come. and thou shalt find them no more at all. Come. So when you walk into the store, guess what? You don't find no food in there. You don't find your dainty foods, these cakes, something savory, okay? Right? You can't find no food no more to feed your kids, to feed yourself, to feed your family. You can't find nothing because the Most High done cut it all off. Because this is the judgment of the Most High. This is Yahweh Shaphat, Most High judgment in the Hebrew, okay? Read 9. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Come, so all these different merchants coming from afar, coming from the east, coming from various parts of the world, are standing from afar and looking and vexed that it's all crumbled before them. Okay, what they had in the Western societies, what they had in America, what they had in Britain is now gone. Okay, because Babylon has now gone to pot. Read on 16 verse, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. 17, for in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. Come, so all of the riches that they had has come to naught. Okay, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as strayed by sea stood afar off, come, and cried when they saw the smoke, of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Come, so everyone's crying now. All these other nations are crying. When you look at their shops, guess what? They're crying. They've got no sales. No product is moving. Okay, because they have perishables. Okay, so they have food, they have meats, so on and so forth. Guess what? Ain't nobody eating them. Ain't nobody buying from them. Ain't nobody buying from them, because the Most High's judgment is here, and the scriptures is speaking clearly. The scriptures say, "In the end it shall speak." So when you read the Bible is letting us know that, look, it's speaking. The Most High judgment is speaking. Okay, 19. And they cast dust on their heads and cry, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. See that? So these other nations now, okay, have cast dust on their heads. What's the dust? The confusion. They're confused. They're baffled. They're stifled. You understand? They're unsure of what to do. They don't know what to do. You understand? They're amazed on how a great city such as America, Britain, so on and so forth is now being brought down, and they've now lost their money. Okay, even with this whole Brexit thing, they said to I think Brussels, they said, look, you can't fish in our territories. Okay, so they cutting them off. 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh hath avenged you on her. Come, so see, this is what I'm saying. You men in Israel are supposed to praise the Most High for these times that are coming. You men in Israel are scared. Okay, you men in Israel, you got men who claim to be in the truth. You got men who claim to have 100% truth. You got men in particular camps who claim they're of the elect, who claim they're written in the book of life, and they're fearful. They're not praising the Most High. Okay, they're scared. You got these men running around trying to buy food. Okay, trying to stock up, trying to prep for the Most High's judgment. You can't prep for the Most High judgment. Okay, and if you're a righteous man and you believe in the Most High, you ain't gonna be prepping for no food. My thing is this: if Esau come through them doors, guess what? They could take me to the concentration camp. I don't give a damn, because at that point, I know that the scriptures is definitely in action. So whatever that happened to me is gonna happen. You understand? And at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to go out like a trooper. It is what it is. I'm not gonna accept no chip, and I'm not gonna accept the ways of this beast. So when that time come, I know that the scriptures had said that was gonna come. When they shall come in like a flood, right? Esau is due to do that. So we have to accept and believe that and understand that. But while we understand and believe that, we got to have faith in the Most High and know that even in that, we're going to be delivered. The true believers, not the fake believers out there, not the phonies out there who've been running their mouth all day. Not them, all year round. Not them. It ain't talking about them. It's talking about the sincere believers, the true believers in the Most High. 21st verse. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down. Con violence is happening out here. You see people already starting to lick down the place, okay, to burn up the place, so on and so forth. These arsonists, Okay, you see people in London already causing a ruckus out there. Read none, and shall be found no more at all. 22nd verse. And the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more. Come, there's no music no more. You can't go see a play. Okay, you can't go to the theater. You can't go to the movies and go see a movie. Okay, that's shut down. And no craftsman, okay, shall be heard no more at all in thee. And no craftsman, come. Ain't nobody crafting up nothing. Okay, ain't nobody building cars no more. They done shut down the dealership. The Ford's dealership got shut down. Okay, ain't nobody crafting up nothing. Ain't nobody building houses. Ain't nobody trying to sit up there and build boats. There ain't no new cars coming out. You ain't gonna have no new cars. Okay, of whatsoever craft he be, shall he found any more in thee. Okay, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. What's a millstone? Millstone is a chiseling instrument. Is an instrument where you can chisel into the wall and make stuff or what have you. So you ain't gonna hear that sound no more. Okay, 23rd verse. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Come, so by their witchcraft, by Babylon's witchcraft, they've been all deceived. Okay, now everything is gone to pot. 24th verse, last one. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and all and of all that were slain upon the earth. Come, so in her was found the blood of the prophets and of saints. That's the Israelites. Okay, that's the Israelites. So the Most High has found them and seen that they've been causing trouble. You know, they've been dealing evil and unjustly against the children of Israel. So the Most High is now judging them for that now, with death and destruction and plagues and this pestilences on this earth. Okay, so this is it. So all of you brothers and sisters, man, may the Most High be with you. Strengthen up yourself. See, it's only going to get worse from here on out. It's only going to get worse. Okay, so you have to stand firm in these times. This is it. You understand? All you phonies out there, you're going to have a bad day. Okay, and with that, Shalom.